Wow, we came up to the up. We literally came up into this channel and we're bouncing from it. That's crazy. Josh Tag, welcome. The True Chill. Already starting with the super chats. Let's go. Maybe it'll be a good night tonight, even though the entire market just nuked. The True Chill for $2 has got 2,236 on USOR. Got more. Got more. I'm up 4x on it. Let's go. Nice, man. USOR. Eventually it'll get added to CoinMarketCap. USRR been crazy. I'll take profits soon. Nice. And USCR just chilling. And silver is going up. Let's go. Yeah, how's USCR? Is it still 1 cent 40? Yeah, it's still 1 cent 40, so. The Crypto Undead, welcome. Hey, welcome, man. Let's go. I hope you're doing well. Have you been live streaming? I saw you went live the other day, but I unfortunately couldn't make it. I went before and then commented, but I couldn't make it during the live stream. The True Chill is baking some chicken and broccoli. That's super healthy. I'm up almost 5x and got this coin 5 days ago. USOR, Trust Wallet, or Phantom. Let's see. Let's see if it's up yet. Maybe it's on Dex screener. It has to be on Dex, right? This is the only USOR I see. And yeah, it looks like it just like... I think this is the right coin. I don't know why you're saying it's not. Because the last time you said you bought it was here. And it's up 5x. So that makes sense that this is the coin. But yeah. Yeah, it's at 5 cents 20. Yep. Hey, what are you doing? I already gave you treats. What's up, buddy? I gave you treats. It's okay. I'll give you food later. That dropped 2 hours ago. Insane. 2.5K in 1 minute. Yeah, in one candle. Yeah. Buddy, you gotta wait, okay? Let's see. Yeah, what is this? Oh my gosh. It was actually more than that, right? Yeah, 1 day candle. It was minus 4,500. That's crazy. It's up 221%. That's awesome, man. What's up, Keith Wallace? Hope everyone is mentally okay. Yeah. Dude, Elon actually went back down to the lows, man. Elon is getting cooked. I think it's getting delisted from OKX. So, yeah, Dojo on Mars is getting delisted. It's getting delisted from OKX. Can you look at Fogo? I buy in at $200. I bought in $200. That's it. What's the play? I mean, the play is it's going to the moon. There's like no looking at, like, what am I supposed to look at? It looks like let it run, you know? Let him cook. It's just up. I don't know. It looks like it's just going up. There's no chart. It literally came out and it's going up. So I don't know. I don't know where this is going to land. I guess if you want to take it in terms of market cap, like let's just say even a 10x from here is 50 cents at 500 million. So we go 100x and go to 5 billion. right? What's up, Bajornabeck? What's up, Fernando? Bro, look at the minute. You really want me to look at BTC on the minute, man? Come on. Like, I'm never doing this again, but we'll see. Yeah, oh, this candle? Wow. Yeah, that's insane, dude. 89, 88, 87. Freaking nuked, man. What a forgettable, nasty day for Elon. I am definitely dying poor now. Yeah, we might get some sort of bounce, and that's probably going to get a lot of people to get out. But I don't like the fact that it is getting delisted on OKX. So let me just make sure that's correct. Is Dogelon Mars getting delisted from OKX? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so the couple other coins that are actually being removed are Alti Gear VRA, Dow CTX, and Elon. Wow. What happened to Alti? Yeah, this thing nuked. Look at this. This thing completely nuked. Down 47% on the day. The other one is Gear. Yeah, Gear also nuked. Down 26%. VRA down 60. Oh my god, Veracity's so down. Wow. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And then Dow. Yeah, Dow's out. Down. Capitulated. CXT. Yeah, down 23% on the day. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for Dogelon Mars, that's for sure. I think I'm close to being done with it, but we'll see. I mean, at this point, I said that last time. At this point, I might as well hold, but, you know, I think we're probably in for, we should hopefully get a bounce back up to 50s. But then again, I just don't, like, why did they release the rest of the supply? Like, why did that go up? Right? Look at that. After these after hours drops are bull. Last time my wallet was 5K, now it's 12K, and it's growing. I'm taking profits next week. I'm trying to get a 10x. That's 22K. I hope it works out for you, man. That's a lot of money. Yo, that's a lot of money, man. Because you also bought USOR, and that thing's going to the moon, so... Yo, I hope this thing continues for you. I hope this continues for you. I hope it goes to 50 cents and you make like 500K, man. Or however much you'll make. That's awesome. Yeah, this isn't. This is brutal. Let's see. And yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Hey. I put in 2236 on USOR. I have 220,000 coins. Yeah, so right now you're at like 10, over 10K. Yeah, you're at like 12 grand. Keith Wallace says gonna grab 5K of Dog in Me again and double or triple down if it goes down anymore. Damn, dude. I mean, I feel like I need to redraw my chart, right? Yeah, so for Dog and Me, the good thing is that as long as you consolidate and form some sort of base over this previous low at 3013, then you just need to break that area of resistance. But if it's super bearish and we're going down then dog and me is probably going to go back down to, I mean, yeah, this is literally support. So there's nowhere else for it to go but back down to these lows at 4068. So not financial advice, just my opinion. The True Chill for another 99 cents. Let's go. What is that? That's $2.99. $2.99 for the books today. Let's go. Thank you. Bought 800k fart coins. Thinks it's. Wait, are you? Oh, okay. You said then I woke up. Okay. What's up, Amelia's bracelets? Welcome to the horrible, horrible capitulation live stream, where we're probably going to capitulate on the live stream. And the only person making money right now is the True Trill, because he bought USOR, which is up like, even back here, even when it like legged up, you're still up 12x from that point. So that's crazy. I don't know where you bought, but I think you were talking about this back when it was at 1 cent. So, which makes sense because you 5x'd. Damn. Bajornabek says Fogo. Oh yeah, you wanted me to do BOGO, right? Wait, what? Is this it? Can you just let me know what the price is? Is this it? Well, Meow thinks I'm broke. No, that's not true. I think you can buy 800,000 fart coins. I just don't think you're actually going to buy 800,000 fart coins. I got in at 009. Yeah, so you're like up 500% on it right now. 400%. You think Keystone Cat has potential? Total gamble play, huh? Which one is it? You mean Keyboard Cat? Do you mean Key Cat or do you mean Keystone Cat? Only me my own. Yes. I have no idea why it only goes down after Binance listing, so I just put in $200. Yeah, because the Aloe, you want to tell him why? You want to tell him why these big exchanges list and then the coin goes down? Because they're farming you. That's why. And look, they come out with this crazy release schedule that has you thinking that this coin has potential out to 2029, and then while they're rugging it on people and they're giving them like little bounces but you'll never end up making your money back, unfortunately. No, that's very bearish, actually. I shouldn't say that. KeyCat isn't doing bad. I mean, it's just doing what everything else is doing. It's kind of like Dog and Me, where you break the low, then you're going to probably go down to the next area of support, which is 3062 for Keyboard Cat. But as far as you establish some sort of base here, then you're just chopping around and you're waiting for it to turn bullish again. And then from there, you could, once you break this area of resistance, then you'll look at the targets on the upside. Am I investing in any stocks? What do you think the next tech will be to invest in? You should put all your... No, actually, I can't say that. I can't say that. I was about to troll and say AMC. Imagine if AMC comes back, though. Hold on. Imagine if AMC comes back. Oh my gosh. Like, what is this, dude? Wow. Can't believe AMC was like $100. And it's just like, yeah, that's crazy. Binance is actually like 10 times worse than Coinbase. They can they can quite literally list anything and it's international. Yeah, that's so bad. Dude, imagine having kids and like risking like them being on like these crypto exchanges buying like complete scam coins. I would never be able to do that. That's crazy. Or like gambling. Now like the next big thing is gambling and betting and sports betting and stuff. What a waste of money, dude. What an absolute waste of money. But then again, it's like I guess I understand because it's like, you know, it's like going out to the movies or going out, going out and spending like $100. Oh, I might as well just stay in and, put $100 on a bet or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to justify. I can't though. I can't justify it. That's so bad. It's so bad. It's like every single time, and especially on the ads. I see it all the time when I'm scrolling through TikTok when I'm like posting and editing. It's just nonstop. Oh, like why don't you bet on tomorrow's weather? Oh, like why don't you bet on this game, or why don't you bet on like just stupid stuff? Like, is Pal gonna say like is Pal gonna say good afternoon, or is he just gonna say hello everyone, and you can bet on it, and it's accessible to everyone. Dude, that's so bad. If I was a lawmaker, I mean, it used to be banned, but I don't know what's going on. If I was a lawmaker, that still would be banned. But then again, it's like, I guess that's what the people want, so whatever. Fogo is interesting though if you read about it, and it has a game that feels like a real game with no pop-ups. Yeah, that's what Axie was. That's what SLP was. Just be careful, Bajornabek. I mean, I can't really do TA on this. I guess what we can say is like, yeah, you might come back and you might have a chance. Ugh, excuse me, long day. Damn. Yeah, dude, you know what? I just got to live stream every single day this year if I'm gonna grow my channel and if I'm gonna like grow my revenue from last year. Dude, that's so brutal. Ugh. You know, it's fine if Bitcoin's going up because the sentiment is so good and people are so excited and the like you get a lot of views and you got a lot of ads. But when we just basically like Aloe says, when you print a minus 2,500 candle in 1 minute, like it's just bearish. Look, we have 14 people here today. Usually we have 20 to 40, and we have 14 people here today. So it's just like, and the only like, and the only person making money, which is the Truth Trill, is like the only one super chatting, which is fine. You guys don't have to super chat. Obviously, I know it sucks, but it's just like I understand the streaming mentality and the motivation, because it's like when everything's good and you're streaming, everyone's super excited. But when it's bearish, like nobody wants to be here. And it's like as a content creator and as somebody that's like making, videos and stuff, it's very discouraging to do the same amount of work but like get less amount of like views. But I guess it just comes with the territory, and I'm just gonna have to grow. But like it sucks because especially if we're bearish, if this is like the bear market, guys, and if we're bearish, like yeah, I think that even if I live stream 365 days out of the year, the channel revenue is probably going to be the same, if not like lower, which is insane, which is crazy because I'm putting in a lot more work. But I think that's like the only way though. I think that's the only way to grow. Poly markets are the worst. No, seriously, you have though. What will be the next niche for investing? That's a good question. I'll come back to you, Faith, because I have to think about that. Poly markets are even worse. That's what it is. It's like poly markets. Sports betting, OS not random, is not random. Yeah, they probably rig it. I made $24,000 on FanDuel earlier today. 0.20 bet. I don't know what that means. So what did you bet on? Yeah, but like, are you up overall or are you like actually down overall, right? And it's okay if you're down because at least you're like you're doing like it's like you're paying to for the entertainment. But like if you're like, oh, I made 24 grand, but I'm down like $1 million, that's bad. Like, right? Like you're probably never gonna get that money back. Like maybe my Dogelon goes down and I'm never gonna get that money back, you know? I can predict who wins. My hit rate's 90%. All the old metaverse tokens pumped for like 12 hours. Yeah, so you're talking about Axie, right? Yeah, Axie pumped. Axie had a nice pump. What's your thoughts on ABT arc block? I think it's cooked. I think you're coming back down and you broke major areas of everything, basically. So like we always say, I mean, this was a massive run, but now it's just having a nasty sell-off. Like we always say, you break the 236382, which you actually got nice bounces to attempting to stay over it. But once you broke down, then you just made a lower high, you're in this downtrend, and now you're retesting macro support. So if this coin's still alive and it's good, then you should get a bounce, and the lowest you're gonna go is 16 cents on arc block. If it breaks 16 cents, it's gonna be like one of those coins that you're gonna be like, how did it go up from 8 cents to $4 to $5 and then actually end up at like 2 cents? That's going to be one of those coins. So 16 cents is the line in the sand for you for arc block. That's what I think about it. The Chucho says me, yeah, exactly. But you made $12,000 overnight, so you're excited, you're happy. So that's how like it is in a bull market where you have euphoria and you have like 40 people, 60 people in here, and like everyone's like super excited. Everyone's doing what you're doing. Like, hey, look at my coin. Look, I'm up like, this many percent, and we look at the coin and it's doing great, and everyone's just like the energy or the synergy is like just so well. But the truth show, nobody's like, no, like look at Elon. I mean, every single night you've come here, I've showed you your coins, and then look at my coin, man. It just got delisted, and now it's going down. So I'm not gonna be all super happy. like, like I guess my even the 0.002 BTC, but BTC is a little bit different because I want this to go down so I can buy my next position at 70,000, which is the next leg down. If 83.6 breaks, I'll make an update video right now. But if 83.6 breaks, it's gonna be 70,000, which that's my next 0.002 buy, which is like only $140. The Chucho now for $3.98. Thank you so much for the super chat. The third super chat. I really appreciate it, man. I gave people these coins. Oh yeah, you came in here. Yeah, you did. And I didn't gatekeep. I made real money from the streets to a job now trading. It's easy. Follow me. Yo. The Chucho with all the inside knowledge, man. Bajornabek says, we're bullish. December 18, 2025 BTC hit support. So we will have to move up. The move up was a dead cat bounce, but now it hit and BTC will go up now. I hope so. I mean, technically you're still validating this uptrend we're in, but we just need to get that move up. Keith Wallace says, I'm up 119K over the last 2 years. I just played slots and I won on a side bet, 20 cents wheel bonus. Major jackpot. Dude, that's insane. Bro, you won a side bet on 0.20 cent bet on a bonus wheel on a side bet? Wow, man. I guess some, you're like the people that you're the person that people look at online and they're like, yeah, like, those side bets really do hit. And for you, it actually hit, man. So congratulations. That's awesome. At least you're up 119K, so that's good. Keith from 2023. What's up, Silver Days? Welcome. LOL VHF. Oh, I don't know what that is. But I know you want Zebic, right? But we already knew where Zebic was headed. Oh, it's actually attempting to hold this area of resistance. That's really good. Yo, if Zebic actually holds this area, which you're obviously experiencing massive resistance at, you're looking at breaking 2.045 and then 1.5 cents is the next target on the upside. But you already came up to resistance and got rejected. So if you end up making a lower high here, a lower high here, oh my gosh, tongue twisted, lower high here, then the next target is still going to be 2.012 to 17 on the downside. So just be careful. If you compare Solana last bull market, it went down to $8 and still went up. How can you compare that to ABT? Because Solana never broke. Look, Solana never. Let me see. I haven't looked at Solana in a while, but because Solana had a massive run, it wasn't like ArcBlock. Like Solana never came back down to. Solana never came back down to $3. It actually ended up staying over the 618 support before you got the next rally. That's what's different about ArcBlock, because ArcBlock, it just came out and you've been consolidating and then you just had this massive breakout. So it's not, so like this right here would have looked like what Solana looked like before its move up, but it didn't even do that. You actually broke down and you broke structure at the 618, and 16 cents is the next area of support technically for ArcBlock. So the reason why I say that is because you can't really compare that, given that it comes back down to the lows. You're probably going to capitulate, make a lower low at that point, which is very, very, very bearish for ArcBlock. Floofin, welcome. Man, it's so bearish and we still have we have 20 bogeys in the chat. That's crazy that we have 20 people in here. It's so bearish. What are you guys doing here? Like, we're going down. Oh, wait, are we going back up? Are we back? Oh, we're attempting to. We're attempting to be back. I gotta wait for free lightning to get here before I do my TA on Bitcoin. Before I make my 10-minute video on Bitcoin. I love to help people get ahead. I've been doing this all my life. Let's go, man. A hustler. Hustler straight from the streets. Making his way to the top with USOR and USCR. We got the USOR, USCR whale in the house, man. Yeah, good for you, man. I'm glad you're saying you're going to be taking profits next week, because you obviously know taking profits is really important. So I'm glad to hear that you're going to be taking profits next week. And getting a 5x is not easy, man. Again, there's very handful of people in the last. It's crazy that I've been doing this for 3 years in November. It's just crazy. 3 years in November. That's just crazy. But there's only a handful of people I can count on my hand. That's funny. A handful of people I could count on my hand, like duh. That's come in here and they're like, hey, I got more than a 5x. I've gotten more than a 5x once in my life, and I was on Shiba Inu. And that was the best feeling ever. Imagine like putting $4,000 in and then like waking up and seeing like 20 grand. And then selling and then doing the math and realizing that you actually left like 40 grand on the table. Great feeling and horrible. We're grinding through this journey together. Ari, welcome. How's Moonwell doing? Gotta look at Moonwell for Ari over here. Ari, not sorry. Let's go. Yeah, so you're actually breaking support. Damn, are we really about to break? Yeah. Yo, there's no more hold on. Yeah, there's no more support. That's okay. So just be careful. I mean, you really need to stay over 64, which it does look like you are respecting this area of support. But as soon as you break below this, then there's no more macro areas of support. The next supports would be around 48, 34, 31, and then 28. So we'll have to redraw the entire chart if that does happen. So just be careful with this. Times are hard. The hard times are where you build success. Oh, I love that. It's like literally Optimus Prime. I just read that in Optimus Prime's like voice. The real times are where you build success. Such high wisdom. Floofin. Thank you, Floofin. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's why this year is probably not going to be good. So I feel like I have to like work 4 times as hard to make the same amount. But I think like eventually it'll be like second nature, and eventually it will be like a habit where I'm not like in pain doing it every single day. That's like building, getting your body like used to it, or whatever you want to say, however you want to like whatever. But I think that if I do that, then next year, or when the market turns bullish, I can really explode. I can really make a lot of money, especially given that last bull cycle last year, I think my channel revenue was the highest that it's been. Now imagine if I just grind through it this year, and then next year live stream every single day, and then just like do it when Bitcoin's having a mid-cycle correction to the upside. That would be really good. Tons of views, probably. Tons of ad revenue. Never took profits, not this time. I never took profits, not this time. Yeah, but you said you're taking profits next week, right? What are your thoughts on XCN? I like that. It's like a DZ question. He's probably in here somewhere. XCN. I can smell it. Oh, that smells really good. Oh, it's my candle. Nice. Okay, so what do I think about XCN? You clearly got rejected here at resistance between 74 and 1 cent. Unfortunately, we need to delete this now because you never got this breakout. It doesn't mean that it can't happen. It just means that you really do need to stay over this level of this low at 42 and form some sort of uptrend. And then when we turn bullish again, break through this area of resistance, which should take you to the next target on the upside at 1 cent 80. But if that doesn't happen, then 25 to 36 as the next target on the downside. So be careful. Gabriel, what do you think about ACH? I think it's an old dinosaur. When did this come out? Yeah, oh my gosh. 2020 was 6 years ago now. That's crazy. Yeah, so what do I think about ACH? The same thing that I always say. So you had a bounce. So for traders, this is where traders are going to be taking profits. And technically, if you bought this low and you bought it here, there was an 80% move. You got rejected at resistance. So looking back, if we don't break this area, this is just going to be a retracement like we've had since February of 2025. All we had were retracements instead of breakouts. So you really do need to break and stay over 1 cent 18 to 1 cent 60 for any sort of continuation. If not, you're going to come back down, make a lower low. Very simple. Dude, did I just see a spider? Hold on, give me a second. No. Okay. Let's see. Terrible. Yeah. I'm gonna leave 1 grand in. You might as well. Because what's so like if you even if you take profits and leave $1,000 in, man, which is really smart. For USOR. So like for USOR, let's be real here, okay? So you take profits, you make your 20 grand or whatever you're trying to make. Let's just say it goes up another 10x from here and only be a 500 million market cap. You're gonna be at another 10 grand. So that's 32 grand at that point or whatever it's gonna be, whenever you decide to sell. So I think that's a good play, obviously. Like definitely leaving something in and not just completely getting out. But I also get it. It's hard to do that because it's like more of a psychological thing where you're like, ooh, I really want to keep it in. I really want more coins at 500 million market cap. So much liquidity down to 84,000. Did NMR break its support and structure? Numeraire? I don't know. Let's see. Wait, what happened to NKN? Is NKN still here? I just remembered that. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah, that doesn't look good. NMR. Let's see if it broke structure. No, it didn't. Still bearish. Still super bearish, but... yeah, I guess on the macro time frame, you have support at the 618 here at $8. But you already came down to macro support, and you got to bounce, but you're making lower highs, so it does need to you do need to get some sort of breakout. If you don't, then you're probably going to come back down to $4 for NMR. Stay consistent and work. Yeah, it's like goblin grinding. It's like playing a video game, like looting gold. So back in the day, that's what I did. Just freaking goblin grind. I didn't care. Like I literally just didn't care about like like in WoW. Like I played for like maybe like 6 months and then I got bored. But people are like doing quests and stuff. And my logic was, ooh, I'm just going to get a ton of money so that I could just buy whatever I want. And it worked. You just got to go kill a bunch of boars. So that's the way I see this. I just upload like 100 videos. And it's like goblin grinding, literally. Just fighting for views. But thanks, Floofin. I appreciate it. How low can a coin go down and still come back and make new higher highs? That's a good question. Does anybody have any coins that we can look at that have done that? I guess Pendle. Yeah, that's a good... I used to have this coin. So believe it or not, I used to have this coin. So look at this. So this coin was dead, okay? This coin was minus 98%, okay? That's funny. I answered my own question. And then it actually broke out and did like a 200x. So to answer your question, any coin can come back, dude, and make a higher high. Because I remember I had this at 20 cents. And then I ended up selling it here. Yeah, this was like this was in 2020. Yeah, 20 it wasn't 2020, but it was 2021. Yeah, here. I ended up, it started going up here. And I ended up selling it and just completely cutting my losses. I didn't sell it at the top. I still sold it for a loss, which is very unfortunate. Because it went up, I would have ended up, making money if I held. but I never ended up buying back. And luckily I didn't because it ended up going down to 30 cents. This coin was on crypto.com. And this was during the time that I bought Shiba Inu. So, yeah. Hell yeah, I'm taking profits. Oh no, I read that. Hello, I read that. Bro saw a effing spider. Yeah, no. I thought I did. Saw like a freaking black spot. I don't know if it's my eyes or like if it was actually something there. like, like, whoa. Is that a freaking spider or is it just my freaking eyesight? You know? 5x faith, love, hope. I have to, man. We need money bad, and I'm about to move into my new apartment next month. Ah, you got the penthouse. You're moving to the penthouse, right? The Truth Troll? TTT. Hey, I'm going to call you Triple T. That's your nickname now. You've been here long enough, and you've been here consistently enough where you have a nickname now. You're going to be Triple T. So OXB has been going down since 2020. Now it's lower than 2022, 2023 market lows. Does it still have a chance to come back? I love OXB. I think it was like the fundamentals and everything was amazing on this coin. There's nobody out there more that wants OXT to make it, but I sold it at 6 cents, so I don't have it anymore. And I can't buy it anymore because I burned the bridge with Coinbase. I basically it's just noise, but I basically let them know what I think about like their whole model, and I think that let's go. What was I gonna say? I hate saying So, yeah, I mean, I think it could come back. I let Coinbase know that they're just a giant farmer. That's all they are, and we're the cattle. And then I try opening up a Coinbase again. When I saw OXT here, back in December, when it hit 2 cents, it's funny that it actually came all the way back down again. But back here, and they told me that, like, basically kick rocks. I'm not gonna, like, they just gave me this huge runaround. It's like, okay, whatever. You guys don't want my trading fees? That's fine. But yeah, to answer your question, Fate, I do think it can go back up. Now, how high it goes, if you were telling me where I would start selling, it would most definitely be like 23 cents, which is a 618 retracement. I think that maybe this is one of the coins that goes up to and has a 618 retracement before getting rejected and basically dying. So that's when I would take profits. And then just like True Trill's doing, just like Triple T's doing, I would probably let the rest ride. And at that point, just take the rest of the money out when I feel like I made enough money. Yo, Metal Detecting England. Welcome to the live stream, man. I hope you're doing good. Oh my gosh. Let's look at Jasmine for you, man. I mean, you had a protection bounce and you got rejected at resistance, and now you're coming back down. So, I mean, the good thing is that Bitcoin's at 88K and you're still maintaining the structure and you're not like making lower lows. After all of the coins that we just saw right now, I mean, this is holding up extremely well. So, I wouldn't throw in the towel just yet, but Metal Detecting England, we literally talked about this retracement. So you remember I literally was like, hey, if this is the low, we come back up to resistance, that's 91% to, it never ended up going to 2, but we said 80% to 148% could mark the next lower high, and you could get stuck and come back down. So we talked about it, and you had the opportunity to sell, but you're not going to sell. You're going to hold it. But just FYI, if it comes back down and breaks 205, you are probably going to come back down to the lows. But at this point, you're just like, I'm just going to hold it, which I totally understand because that's what I did with my OXT. So I understand. Yeah, we have to get connected off here, man. That's really nice, Triple T. That's very nice. Yes, I did my paperwork, paid the deposit, ready to move in, 1 bedroom, all to me. Been buying everything new, spent like $3,500 so far, need $35 more to fix up my place. Everything brand new. Let's go. Triple T says get copper. Is that the next move? Is that the next metal to buy? Really? Copper? Oh, copper already had a monster move. Oh man, I can't even say monster move. Oh, why did I just say that? It's gross. Look at this. Yeah, if I bought 6 years ago, I'd be up 200%. I guess that's fine, but I would, that's fine when you have a lot of money, but when you're trying to get to that point of having a lot of money, it's definitely harder. In my opinion, at least for me. You know what? That's what I should say, because, people can disagree and blah, 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 but I absolutely hope you guys hit some crazy God candles and get that money back on these altcoins, but I'm out. I'm in Bitcoin only. Only in crypto. Let's go. Hey, I'm about to, I'm not going to throw in the towel yet, but I am also soon, within the next 3 months, I will also say that I'm only in Bitcoin. So I really hope my coin, I really hope Dogelon goes up. If it gets delisted, then it gets delisted. I'll just salvage whatever amount I have, and I'll just use that to dollar cost average down. So this is my first time in crypto. Oh, you picked the worst time to enter crypto, Gabriel. When you try to sell, how hard or easy is it to sell at the price you want? What do you mean? Like, are you buying it on Coinbase or somewhere where it has a lot of liquidity, or are you actually swapping it? Are you on swaps? Or are you on exchanges? Like, where are you at, Gabriel? Get lots of copper, physical, and ETF. I like I did with silver. Thanks, Cryptomia Analysis. You're welcome. I apologize because my question may sound repetitive. You don't need to apologize. You could just you don't need to apologize. You're not doing anything wrong, man. You just keep asking away. You could just keep asking for your coins, man. It's fine. I'm like going through the chat and reading and trying to look at everyone's coins as fast as I can anyway, so don't even worry about it. It's like the fastest way the time goes by on these live streams. Let's see. I don't have a car. I haven't had one since 2019, but I'm buying one this year soon off crypto. Whoa, yo, what kind of car are you buying? You want to know what kind of car I got? You should get a good old 08 Toyota Corolla. Let's go, Toyota Corolla. Toyota Corolla gang. The best, most reliable car you can buy. Yes, copper, it's cheap. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it wants to break out right now. Silver Days with the alien emojis. Metal Detect MDE says, as soon as I can sell Jasmine, I'll add to my 1 Bitcoin. Yeah, that was my, hey man, I understand your plan, because this entire time we've been screaming for an alt season, that was my plan. Remember? My plan was, hey, I'm going to make money on alt, and then I'm going to have enough money to dollar cost average down. You think I want to buy only 0.002 BTC at 70,000? No, but I have to play it a little bit smart. So right now it's 0.002, and then it's going to be more and more when we go lower. But if I had made money, then I would have been comfortable saying, oh, I'm going to put $1,000 in that 70,000. Oh, at 60,000, I'm going to put in 2,000. At 50,000, I'm going to put in 3,000. You know what I mean? but I never ended up making it with I never ended up making it with my altcoins. So unfortunately, I have to do like $100, $200, $300, $400. My max being like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 at once because I never got alt season. So I completely understand. Gabriel is using Kraken. Yeah. So Gabriel, just FYI, for Kraken, I'm not really sure how it looks. But before you buy a coin and when you buy a coin or when you want to sell it, you want to go on advanced trading. When you go on advanced trading, you have to look at the order book and you have to learn how to read the order book. So basically, what you're looking at is you're looking at buy walls and sell walls. So when you're buying, you're not just market buying, you're actually buying from somebody. You're buying directly from somebody that's selling at that price. And, hold on. Oh, there we go, I'm back. And for selling, you sell directly into the price that you want to sell at. So you'll see the liquidity and you'll see, oh, like for example, here, let me show you an example. Like for Gemini, oh, I can't even log into my Gemini from my computer, damn. But you for the liquidity, you have to make sure you read the buy and sell walls, because sometimes like on some exchanges, it's very low liquidity, which means that when you try to go sell, if you market sell, you push the price down by a ridiculously large number in percent, which is often is also a slippage. But if you're buying a coin with a lot of volume and liquidity, you shouldn't have that problem. It'll be very easy. So it really just matters on what you're trying to buy. XRP case was delayed, says, hey, meow, can you look at Pepe? It's showing up well today. It's holding. Let's see. Let's look at Pepe. Pepe. Yeah, I mean, you got rejected at resistance, though, so I can't really say any sort of continuation until we break this area of resistance at 6 cents. So we do need to break this area of resistance. Otherwise, you're just going to keep making lower highs, validating this downtrend, and eventually dying back down to these lows, if not making a lower low, okay? So if you're holding Pepe, you need to break this area. If you're trading it, then theoretically, you would have traded it already when this thing went up to our target, our next area of resistance, which we had boxed here for, I don't know, since November. So not financial advice, just my opinion. I'm getting old school muscle car. Well, what kind of muscle car? I love muscle cars. Always market buy your entire stack in one order. Yeah, exactly. No, don't market buy. Wait, Aloe, bro. Like, no. Don't market buy your entire stack in one order. Don't listen to Aloe. You want to buy directly from someone, and then what that's gonna do is it's gonna have the bots are gonna like come and sell like a little bit at a time, and then you'll get it cheaper. You're not gonna initially push the price down all the way. Pepe has volatility and it's pumped again. It's a trade. You can buy really low, like 405 or lower. Is there going to be any use case for crypto, or eventually will it disappear? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question, man. It's a tough one. Like, I mean, I guess this is kind of like the trial. Because, for example, OXT is a VPN, but if it can't get mass adoptability, then it doesn't matter how good the fundamentals are. Nobody's going to use it. So that's a good question. Maybe eventually, like, we're not going to even know the crypto is working on the back end, or maybe it's just going to be all digitalized. But as far as the use case for these particular specified industries, maybe they will disappear, because nobody's going to want to use a. Why would I use Orchid as the VPN if I can use Nord, or if I can use all these other things that are cheaper and that just takes my card? So yeah, I mean, that's a very good question. I love Pepe. It's the GOAT meme. Yeah, it looks like heading back to 6.7, rank 36. That's crazy. It held up better than most coins. Yeah, it did, because you had an awesome protection bounce, dude. Look, you had 100% protection bounce. That's why. So you had a protection bounce and now it's selling, and you got coins down here that didn't get it that are making lower lows right now. That's why. Yo, free lightning is in the house. Free lightning for 2 beans. Let's go. I was actually waiting for you to do Bitcoin, my Bitcoin video, but I guess I'll take a look at Swiftcoin first. Thank you so much for the 2 beans, man. Yeah, so same with Swiftcoin. You had a protection bounce. You had a massive protection bounce, 91%. Both protection bounces before we sold off, you actually got stuck at resistance. So with Swiftcoin, on the downside, you need to hold 2037 bearish case scenario because it's going to do exactly what it did last time. And this time, maybe when we turn bullish, we get a breakout. But as far as the targets on the upside, it's still this area of resistance. Nothing needs to change on the chart. You saw resistance at 66 to 97. So you do need to break this area. And then from there, you're looking at 1 cent 70 and then full blown reversal. And then that's when my Swiftcoin videos are going to get like 1,000 views and I'll make like $10 on them or $9, whatever my CPM is per 1,000 views. I think it's like $9.68, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, looking to DCA. Oh, okay. So okay, so don't buy at 37 then. If you want to buy it for as cheap as possible, then yeah, so this is already support. Next macro area of support, I guess. Let me just look at the macro area of support. But that also doesn't mean that it is going to come down. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come down to 16. Give me a second. I would say 22, but that's like such a big drop. Yeah, 22 is like 50%. Yeah, so, free lightning. I would say, honestly, I would say 34, which is close to 37. So you might as well get in at 34 to 37, and then 22. Those are my two targets. That if you were like, I have $1,000 extra, I would buy 500 at 34 to 37, and then I would put 500 at 22. And then from there, we could look at the targets, and at least if you get some sort of bounce, you could actually take profits and get some money back. That's the way that I would do it, free lightning. And then I'll take a look at Bitcoin after I read the chat. Let's see, where am I at? Jasmine's mainnet came online this week, which could be bullish for the future now, and it actually has some use case. I'm gonna be at BTC and Pepe Maxi. Let's freaking go. All right, yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin now. And thank you so much for the 2 beans. We'll look at Bitcoin, and yeah. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So Bitcoin, unfortunately, looking back, we said we had resistance at 95,245. We came up here, which coincided perfectly with the 100-day moving average. We got rejected at both, and the price got rejected and came all the way back down to our macro support between 83.6 and 91.3. This is pretty important because right now, like we've said in almost every single one of our Bitcoin videos, I think we're forming some sort of bear flag. Okay, so what's crazy is that we actually came down here and used this uptrend as support, which is actually in macro support anyway, but still, it's still validating this uptrend. So if we're done selling, which I think we are temporarily, the price that you need to beat is 91.3 again, which is what we were saying for the longest time, and 95,000 for the next higher high. The next higher high is 103. That's the 618 retracement, which is very important for Bitcoin. I don't know if it's going to go that high necessarily, but if it does break 103, then we can say that it's a super cycle, and that's for everyone that's bullish and still thinks we're in a bull market. But if you're bearish, just keep in mind we are in macro support right now, and we are very close to finishing out this consolidation before the big capitulation that's going to happen, in my opinion, between now and May 4th of this year. So 3 months. So where I'm getting that from is this. Here, I'll show you premium content right now. So on Bitcoin on the weekly and looking and analyzing the Gaussian channel, every single time we've broken into the Gaussian channel, we've chopped around for around 140 to 175 days. We never broke back up over it, and we started printing red, and the price capitulated. So back in 2014, that's what happened. Now fast forward, bull market, we started printing green. We never came back into the channel. Fast forward to 2018. We broke into the channel officially in May of 2018. We chopped around for 175 days. We had the final capitulation, consolidation, and then a breakout attempt, which printed green, with the exception of the COVID crash, which we were still technically green because we had such a quick recovery. We never printed red here. We had the next run. Same goes with the last bull market that we were in. We used it as support. Once we broke into the channel, we chopped around for 175 days. We printed red, had the final capitulation, consolidated sideways, and then started the next move, started the next cycle. Now keep in mind, again, we use this channel as support. We officially broke into this November of 2025. So we got an all-time high September, October, and then we broke into it November. So 140 to 175 days out. I didn't even do 140. Let's just say 175 days just to keep it easy. 175 days out is putting it from now until May, where again we are going to get chopped, and this is going to determine whether it is going to be a super cycle going to 139 to 148, or whether we're bearish and it's been a bear market since November of 2025, which is what I think is and what I've been calling for. But I could be wrong. In the way that I am wrong is if we do break 103. It's not really good saying that it's bearish because nobody wants to hear, oh, it's bearish. Like the views go down, the channel revenue goes down, and everything's bad. But I do have to stick with what I believe, which is the fact that we've been in a bear market since November. And the only way that that's invalidated is that we break 103. Now, saying that, it doesn't mean that we can't get moves on altcoins. I mean, just recently, back in January 1st through the 15th, up until this correction, we had a lot of big moves and a lot of big retracements for altcoins. So it doesn't necessarily mean that your coin isn't going to go up or can't go up. It just means that Bitcoin is going to be bearish. And typically what that means is that, Bitcoin goes down, it takes the entire market. So just be cautious, just be aware of that. And as long as you are, then you can play it however you want. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So with that being said, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment. Where do you think Bitcoin is headed? Do you think it's a super cycle and we're going to break 103? Or do you think that we are going to chop around and our 70,000 target is going to be the next macro area support? Thank you so much. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And I'll catch you in the next video. I need to be more like entertaining, I guess. I would be. Actually, you know what? I would be, but it's just bearish. So there's no point. That video is probably going to I'm probably going to get like $2 on that video. Actually, yeah, let me see how much I got on my last Bitcoin video. That's a good question. Oh, yeah, let me do a comparison. Let's do that. Let's see. Last Bitcoin video. Oh my God, I post so many videos. Okay, so 6 days ago when it was super bearish, let's see. Oh my God, I got 31 cents on it. I got 31 cents. Okay, let's see. Let's see this one. Okay, we were a little bit bullish. We were a little bit more bullish. 73 cents. Okay. Okay, not bad. And then the time before that, yeah, so it's like 76 cents, 31 cents. Yeah, this is $1.50. So it's just been literally, like, it literally just follows the chart. So this video, because it's bearish, you'll probably get like 30 cents. That's crazy. That's crazy. But If I post 100 of those videos, that means that that's $30. See? You just gotta play the numbers game. And you get the subscribers and all that stuff. Let's go. All right, let's see. We've been live for an hour and 5 minutes. Okay, so, oh yeah, because I started a little bit early. Let's see. Thanks for looking at Swiftcoin and Pepe. You're absolutely welcome. I really appreciate the advice. Not financial advice. Super doubtful we go to new all-time highs. Yeah, but I have to say that because people are watching the videos, and if you're saying that and you hear me saying that it's indefinitely 100% going down, you're not going to watch me, you're going to unsubscribe, and you're not going to help me. So I have to and technically we might know that it's not going up, but we don't know. So us not knowing really opens up the opportunity to say that, where it's like, hey, we could still go up. I could be wrong, and 139 to 148 is the next target. So that's why I say that. But do I think that's the case? No. Not after that minus $2,500 in 1 hour candlestick. We're likely going lower, but this is only for the next year. Long term is super. Yeah, of course. Long term, we'll be back. Long term, alts will go up, and we'll get some sort of bounce, and yeah. This year will be your best buying opportunity. We on fire. It's at 53. I might be at 20K by this weekend. Yo, man, you might be at 20K by like tomorrow. What are you talking about? Yeah, oh my gosh, man. Look at this. I mean, it's just going up. Yeah, man, it's just going up. Yeah, it's at 54.9. Oh, you're at 55 almost now. It looks like you're about to be at 55. Thank you. I'll look into learning how the order books work. Yeah, before you buy, please do that. Because if you don't, then you're going to get wrecked on the fees. Because when you market buy, it also increases the fees that you pay. But if you buy like on advanced trading and in the order book, you pay less fees. How much is 100 million market cap? It'll be 10 cents. It'll be another 2x from here. Yeah, it's 11 cents. So actually, yeah, 11 cents would be 110 million. So for it to be 100 million, it would have to be here. Yeah. 95% because it's at 54 million. So 100 mil would be like 24K. Yeah. I've already bought LOL used market. Damn, it's okay. But at least now you know. At least now you know. Definitely do your research on it. I used to do that. I used to market buy. And then I realized that, like, dude, I used to trade, like, with market buy and market sell. And even though I made money, I lost like $80, $90 just to trading fees. I'm not even joking. It was horrible. Like, I did not know what I was doing, but it was pretty bad. Let me see. All right, let's see. I think we're gonna call it here. We've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes. So thank you so much for coming by. Let's see, 35 votes, not bad. If I get 24 gay, I'm giving you $1,000. Oh, dude, you don't have to do that. Honestly, bro, like That's very nice, and I do appreciate you've already given me enough, man. You've come in here giving me like super chats like every single night, man. So like I really appreciate it, but no worries at all. You like it's fine. You just you know what you want. You know what I want you to do with that 1 grand. I want you to go to the casino, and I want you to turn that 1 grand into 24 grand at the casino. And then if you do that, then you can give me a grand. How about that? But that's awesome, man. I really appreciate that. I hope you make it. I really do. And that's really nice. That's very nice that you said that. Yeah, Triple T, man, you crazy Triple T. That's funny. Well, I mean, I guess so. I guess the right play was to put money into USOR, right? Yeah, yeah, 5 cents 50, and it's still going. Yeah, we're gonna call it here. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I really appreciate all of your support. We will be live again tomorrow. Actually, I think we're gonna be live a little bit later tomorrow, so we'll probably be live like very late. I don't know if you guys are gonna make it, but after that, it should go back to normal. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow night. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will catch everybody in the next live stream. Have a great night. Have a